Welcome to the MSX. Readable. Okay, let's, let's remember that I haven't put the, live translation on screen, jeez. The president of the Mercy Republic, Hughes, was assassinated. It was a sudden event that occurred on a peaceful spring afternoon. The following morning, a terrorist organization led by a person claiming to be Roger Lance. Is this, why would they be claiming to be Roger Lance? Is that the name we're supposed to recognize? Called the Ruth Liberation Army, issued a statement claiming responsibility for the assassination of the president in front of the media. This incident caused a rift between Mercy and Ruth. Is it ruthless? Is it ruthless? Who were bound by friendly relations, leading to skirmishes and eventually escalating into war. Major powers intervened in the conflict between the two parties. The war spread on a global scale. Oop, don't put the cursor in the way. So, the Mercies and the Ruths. Given that if you're ruthless, you have no mercy, these are actually the same. They're the same. 10 years after the presidential assassination, the long-standing conflict between the two parties is now beginning to unfold. Okay, it took 10 years for the conflict to reach the point where it needs an actual game, I guess. Herzog. Real-time combat simulation. Now with some English. Oh, hell yeah. Thanks, Y. Toyama. I'm not gonna skip this. I love this music. You mean this is just the Overwatch backstory, but written 20 plus years ago, says Van Rubbin in chat? It's terrorist assassinate president. It's like the oldest story in the history of the world. His story has been written 1,000,000 times. Mercy's Force. Ruth Liberation. This is the weapon information on, I guess they're tanks or something? Mercy's Force TMX-24 is a tank equipped with a 120mm smoothbore gun as its main gun. Who needs to rifle things? I guess on a tank, you don't. It boasts high armor durability due to composite armor and high mobility. Powered by high-output engine during the previous Great War, its performance was recognized, and approximately 20,000 units were produced. Weapon information UT-74 is designed as a rival to the TMX-24 tank, equipped with a 120mm rifled gun. Ooh, here we go. This is just mocking that. As its main weapon, so there's basically no difference in capability compared to the TMX, except that at this scale, does it matter? I was saying, they should have rifling, but I don't know. However, the armor is unusually cast for a new tank, and the overall design features a rounded shape. Ruth Liberation. So, it's round. It's similar, but round. That's the distinction is critical, because it's similar, but it's round, and that's, don't get it confused. I got the feeling we're going to spend a lot of time in this first session, reading Japanese text. You gonna do it? Do I press something to progress? Why are there 3 headings for 2 paragraphs, says Backline in chat? Because this is the heading for everything, weapon information. Then this is the Mercy's Force, and that's the Ruth Liberation Force. So it's, they are distinct headings. It's just a very unusual style that I understood instantly, but apparently not you. M6V, Mercy's Force, is a special anti-aircraft missile vehicle designed specifically for countering mobile infantry. It is equipped with 10 SAMs, 10 people named Samuel, which have considerable destructive power. However, as it lacks ground attack weapons, its ability to engage ground weapons is extremely limited. Weapon information, SA-56M2, FAT, is a missile vehicle originally intended for helicopter interception, modified for use against mobile infantry like the M6V. Similar to the M6V, this anti-aircraft missile vehicle has its own strengths and weaknesses. This also has strengths and weaknesses. We can't be bothered to enumerate them, but trust us, it does. There's so much text. I really hope I don't need to scroll constantly. FBZ Mercy's Forces B400 is the most agile ground weapon, excelling in disrupting enemy forces. However, it lacks bulletproof mechanisms such as armor, leading to durability issues and making it unsuitable for close combat. So we're getting like the sort of standard tank, air control, distance weapon, essentially, the artillery weapon information. The sidecar attack unit, which has performance similar to the B400, wow, what a shock, is equipped with a highly efficient automatic aiming mechanism. However, as it was still in the prototype stage, it has many issues and lacks reliability. Gonna do a lot of reading right at the beginning here. XT-7MK3 is a fixed anti-tank gun developed for base defense. Okay, so this is a base defense weapon. It's equipped with a 180mm smoothbore gun and they only have smoothbore in the Mercies army. And features an advanced auto-loading mechanism allowing for rapid continuous fire of 180 rounds per minute. The FIL-89 is a fixed field gun by using 360mm, also smoothbore guns. It enables a rapid continuous fire. It is equipped with thick armor plating to shield the entire front, enhancing durability and making it a large-size field gun. Ruth Liberation. All of this is going to translate to like 3 stats you can see in the unit menu, says Nettie in chat. Oh, definitely. 1,000,000%. This is just like, it's just, you know, these are the weapons to use here. These are the weapons to use. It's nothing. We're learning nothing, but it feels like we're learning something. SU-67X. GS-20, where did the S... Oh, that's the other one. GS-20 is a missile vehicle equipped with an underground mobile missile, Grand Slam. Underground? The Grand Slam moves underground at 1 kilometer per hour and uses a timed thermonuclear warhead to annihilate enemy vital areas? Okay. So it's like a weapon that sneaks under the target enemies? That seems, unlikely. It is also known as the Underground Demon and is feared by many. Yes, the SW-67X is a missile vehicle equipped for launching Grand Slam missiles. Also, similar to the GS-20, the Grand Slam equipped as a copy of the one mounted the GS-20 with some slight visual differences, but no differences in performance or destructive power. There's something really hilarious about how it keeps on saying, like, they're the same. Oh, but they look a little bit different. Like, if they could, given that this is all bullshit, they could just say other bullshit, but instead they're just like, no, there's no difference. Blue Storm Mercy's Force is an infantry unit that has been trained in actual combat. Wow. The majority are mercenaries, and they possess relatively weak weapons. However, their experience and intuition are their most superior weapons, enabling them to compete with highly advanced weapons originating from there, where there is. Red Killers, of course, blue versus red, are a special forces infantry unit of Ruth who have received special training to maximize their abilities. The red devices attached to their waist are used to count the number of enemy soldiers they have killed, hence the reason they are called Red Killers. Wow. Yeah, of course, you can chat from all sorts of places. For most healthy adults, the average walking speed is about 3 miles per hour. This thing is slow as hell, says Nettie about the underground missile, I assume. Yeah, but I mean, it does burrow underground, so pretty impressive. NEA-1 weapon is a mobile infantry unit. It excels in both attack and defense capabilities. Its mobility is enhanced by the utmost limit through its hover ability. The arms on both sides of the mobile infantry can lift objects up to 60 tons, making it not only a formidable weapon for attack, but also an excellent transport vehicle. Interesting. God 33 is the oldest mobile infantry unit deployed in actual combat, but its performance is remarkable. When it was first used in combat, its high performance was so overwhelming that at the time, only 1% of the pilot's abilities could be drawn out, according to an episode, to an episode of I Love Lucy, Ruth Liberation 5. Okay, how do I play the game then? We read all the intro material. I want to play the game now. Ooh. Well, obviously, there's just one of me, one player. Okay, enter doesn't select. Space selects. Curious. Vaxan, capital of mercy. Vaxan, capital of mercies. The previous war. Oh, wait, does that mean the music it's currently playing is the music called The Previous War? There's an island called Monkey. Remerje is the capital of Ruth. I don't know why Ruth would have a capital, but... Or is that our goal? That one's glowing. But we're currently in the capital. Here's Bayon, Kolna, Sentai. They're just sounds. Aztec, Sada. But Monkey Island. Monkey Island is our real goal. Oh, maybe you can discover the secret of Monkey Island, says Glad in chat. Dear God, what's happening? What? How is this game? What happened? It looks like, okay, so see the red dot at the top? It's moving, like, this one is moving towards me. The one in the middle is moving towards me. Okay. So there's something down there, but I don't know what to do about it. Oh, I see. Okay, I turn so slowly. Take that, you jerk! I'm achieving nothing. So this is a shooter, says Bongy in chat? I don't think so. Maybe you should have read the manual, says Specklad. Screw you! I'm gonna start pressing keys, see if anything does anything. Found the pause key. It's F8. Oh god, I found the fast motion key. I found the console key. Okay, all I can do is fire weapons. They put a freaking sidebar ad on it, says Hoomstim in chat. What an excellent point. The entire side window is just telling us that we're playing this game, which we already knew. Okay, that's our base damage. So am I supposed to just go damage their base then, or... Oh, there's finally something I can attack. Get back here, you scum. Maybe I'll ignore it. Gameplay portion is perfect for YouTube Shorts / TikTok. Format very forward thinking, says Sonic in chat. Ow. I think I'm almost dead. So they don't have a base. I thought they had a base. They don't have a base. This might be a short playthrough if I can't figure out how to achieve anything. I know the base is damaged. The music is whatever the music is, so that's pretty cool. You can spawn units at your base, probably. It works like that in the sequel, says Nettie in chat. I mean, I'm pressing all the keys. I'm pressing so many keys. The only interaction I seem to have is that I can fire missiles that don't actually hit most things. But I assume there's got to be some way I can land. Okay, not that hotkey command. This does not seem to be working. I am not achieving very much right now. Wait. I can bounce. I can land. Okay. It's Alt. It's the Alt key. Knowing that is major. This is bad. I don't think I can win in this circumstance, but I know how to land, which feels important. Also, did I not choose my team? I just am forced to play whichever one I am, presumably the Mercies. I can just stomp them. That's very funny. So, like, I know that this is the big robo thing that can hover. I didn't quite understand the fact that, I had to press Alt to land. That's all. I just didn't know I had to press Alt to land. And it may not be actually Alt. Like, it may, that could just be a mapping thing. Okay, don't know where you went. Yeah, there's absolutely no way I'm beating this level, but, I now vaguely understand the level, so that's nice. Whoa. How did I do that? Okay, but actually, how did I do that? How did I do that, though? How did I do that? How did I do that? Oh, that's very busted. Okay. That's Alt space. Alt space. Is this secretly tower defense? Just send more soldiers. Okay, I'm starting to understand what this game is. The tower's back here, Specklad. The tower is behind me. Okay, and I can't get to... Okay, can I somehow cancel this? Can I undo the game I'm currently doing? Because I don't think I can win still. But now that I vaguely understand what the game is... Just overwhelm them with numbers. Do I not have any missiles left? What? The hell? Why wasn't I firing missiles? That was weird. Just let this guy through because I couldn't be bothered to fire missiles. This is a strange game. You can cancel the units, but you have to give them all veterans benefits, says Whomston in chat. I don't think I made any mistakes at all with the unit selection. Just send more soldiers. Why try when you cannot? Boom. I've done no damage to their base. But, you know, other than that, great progress. How does their armored unit just, like, vanish? See, like, even though it's very slow, look at my army. They're just, like, they're an unstoppable wave. Oops, I done got blown up. Send in some tanks behind the army. Oh, this is where... Okay, I understand. The arrow is where they're being sent out. I probably shouldn't waste all my money, but, you know. Yes, I should. Get some anti-tank guns there. Send out some Grand Slam, which is... No, I won't. Now that I'm starting to understand the controls... I mean, just overwhelming them with numbers does seem to be working pretty well. Why am I not firing? Why am I not firing? Fire! Oh, I think I was holding the anti-tank weapons, and I placed them. I mean, it's good to fail this spectacularly on the first level. I would rather fail this spectacularly on the first level than on some later level. Music really sells me on the intensity of war, says Mass Dragon in chat. Yup. It is so hard to aim. And the performance is top-notch, zero flaws. You can manually drop off your units where you want them, says Speclad. Yeah. If this was all realistic wars, it would let you drop explosives on an unrelated third country, says Whomston in chat. Not an unrelated third country, they would be nearby. They would be nearby, and we would blame them for things that aren't their fault. This is an interesting game. Winner MSX side? I don't think that there's a, campaign. I think it's just like, do one battle. I could easily be wrong, though. The Mercies' allied forces were defeated. Ruth, who emerged victorious in the battle, declared independence, and it seemed like peace had returned. However, the independent Ruth betrayed the people's expectations and became a military dictatorship led by the former Liberation Army commander, Roger. And once again, the world descended into days of chaos. Days! There was like 3-4 days of chaos. That's the worst FI I've ever seen. Your kerning needs work. Anne! The end, Anne! Okay. Now, I have a better sense of how this works, which is not to say that I know what I'm doing or can win. My face when there's 3 to 5 business days of chaos, says Mass Dragon. Uno player, please. Oh yeah, obviously there's a campaign because this is... They wouldn't have this map if there wasn't a campaign. Take that, you jerk! I'm gonna try and mostly let my army do it. I think that's the idea, like, just let your army do the talking. Take that, you jerk! Wonder if you can gain money, says Speculate in chat. You seem to just gain money naturally. Like, you seem to just gain money while you play. I assume that, that's the salaries. This is the kind of excellent army where the salaries are paid by the soldiers to you. Yeah, run away scared, you bastard. I think it probably means days of, in the way you say days of summer, more referring to the period of time. Still funny wording, says Mass Dragon in chat. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, I will consider it fairly obvious that it's, just that sort of wording, but, yeah, even when the joke is obvious, maybe, I think it's wise for me to sort of stay with my army or slightly ahead of them rather than trying to do anything too clever. Basically, I want my overwhelming army to overwhelm them. Yeah, run away, frickin' coward! Okay, well, I got rid of myself, but I also got rid of the enemy, so that's something. Famicom has a pseudo-RTS game like this called Field Combat, says Stream in chat. I don't think it's quite fair to call this a pseudo-RTS, only because this probably is the first RTS ever made, so, like, there was no precedent. This was the invention of the genre, so whatever it does is right because it made it. It created this concept. Oh, are my missiles heat-seeking? Do I not have to aim at all? I just have to sort of fire. I think Herzog Zwei is usually considered to be the first RTS, as Speculate in chat. Well, but this is the prequel to it! You can tell by the entire half of the screen used to advertise the game we're playing. Ow, I blew up. Take that, you jerk! I mean, just looking at the amount of blue and red at the top of the screen, I think I'm making progress. You can tell by the sway-lessness of this game. True, Sonic, it has very little sway. It's like more MOBA-like to me, says Speclad. I have played a MOBA once. There is one time where I played a MOBA. I don't even remember. Multiplayer Online Battle Arena? Is that what MOBA stands for? Dang it, heat-seeking missiles! Given that the missiles are heat-seeking, I don't see that much of a reason for me to run away. What do you mean, winner MSX side? What, just because they blew up my biggie? My big thing? That's annoying. The bad guys won. Spongy, the question is whether this is an RTS. If this isn't an RTS, then it's certainly not the first RTS. So I think that what happened there, I think I know why I lost there. Because in the, like, purchase menu, yeah, see, I can purchase these. For 1,000 buckazoids, I can purchase one of these Mobile Suit Gundams, and so I assume that I need to sort of watch my lives by making sure that I've got a Mobile Suit Gundam available to swap out for me. Do you hate this game yet, Assyrian chat? Oh, I will. It's only a matter of time. I'm currently too busy being intrigued by it to hate it that much. So because these are heat-seeking missiles, I can technically hit him from quite a distance, see? If I just, like, think it through, then we can do better than I have been doing here. It's probably just this for 30 or so missions, says Nettie in chat. Yep. Can't imagine it's much else than that. Get away from me, heat-seeking missile, thank you. LOL. With my flawless strategy against their armor. Are those blue jars following you? Asks Yuri in chat. You mean the blue jar heads? They're my team, so they're trying to get to the enemy base, which is over here somewhere. I'm protecting them with my power. The last few levels have music go boom boom instead of doot doot. Totally with the playtime, says Sonic in chat. It's about how rare and weird this game is. It's not about how good the game is. It's not supposed to be good. It's supposed to be rare and weird. LOL. I think my time is best spent just worrying about the jerk. I don't think my time is best spent worrying about the ground troops. The ground troops will worry about themselves. Yeah, see, like, now I have 4 lives. Okay, that's how that works. And now I have 3 lives. The music, other than the fact that it's, like, rendered in the bloopiest possible style, is actually kind of awesome, I think? No, don't do that. No, let me fire. Let me... Stop this, let me fire. Don't be broken. Look at the top of the screen, the flashing blue dots. Is that how far you are? Yeah. So this is the mini-map. The top of the screen is the mini-map. This is my army, which is dwindling in a way that disturbs me. The white dots are the rockets. The dim red dots are the enemy troops, and the bright red dot is the enemy armor thing. So if all the blue soldiers get squished, it's game over, says Yuri in chat. No, because I can buy more soldiers. The problem is that the new soldiers I purchase start right at the beginning, so them actually getting to the end seems unlikely. Given that this is all about, like, perseverance to the end, I think you need to essentially get as many soldiers right at the beginning as possible, because they just have to overwhelm them. Ow. Ow, again. Get away from me, heat-seeking missiles! I was heat-seeked. Oh no! It's gonna take me so long to get to that end of the battlefield. You could also carry them forward, says Speclad in chat. I don't quite understand the, like... I think that it's only the static things that I can carry. I don't think it's the dynamic things. I think I can only carry the static things, which I'm not using because I hate tower defense. Where'd you go? Don't run away from me, coward! Goddamn right, coward. I think I'm winning? I wish I had a better sense of what winning was, because then I would know if I'm doing it right now. I imagine you playing an RTS and not using any tower-type buildings out of principle, says Fecklad in chat. Do you watch my playthrough of, what was the RTS game for Game Boy Color? The one with orcs and humans that definitely wasn't Warcraft. I think its title was We're Not Warcraft, Please Don't Sue Us. Something like that. Craft War. No, it wasn't quite that. Damn it. Like, I made good progress, but I've lost my entire army because they've been just stomped by the enemy army. I've got plenty of money, but I don't have plenty of soldiers, and it's gonna take them forever to get there. But I'm constantly being distracted by trying to get rid of this damned enemy armor. And for some reason, if I lose all my armors, then I lose. But if they lose all their armors, then who cares? They just have an infinite supply of them, the bastards. Dang these quasi-heat-seeking garbage missiles. I truly don't understand why I sometimes can purchase things and sometimes can't. That I'm not quite following. I think I might have some resource I don't quite understand. To turn money To get money. Okay, it was Warlocked. Thank you, Spec Lad. They're anti-air units, right? They can. Oh, they're anti-air. There are anti-air units. Yeah. We learned that. I'm an anti-air unit. I think these were anti-air units. There's a whole skirmish going on at the far end that I'm just not being involved with. They are doing something, like they're doing some damage that's definitely not me doing the damage, so you can overwhelm the armors with your own troops. It's just a little bit difficult. Logically, at this stage, I ought to be overwhelming them. You just passively earn money, says Master Dragon. That seems to be it. Do you earn money by destroying enemies? Asked Yuri. No, I think it's just passive. Yeah, like Master Dragon said. Just stand next to each other and lob missiles at each other. That's a good strategy. Can't see any reason that would fail. Just stand next to each other and lob missiles at each other. Perfect strategy. Flawless victory. Oop. Didn't actually mean to get those, but whatever. We're buying arbitrarily at this point. MSX side has very interesting military strategy, says Sonic. I mean, it seemed to be winning. Military strategy, oh man, says Becklad in chat. Yep, that's them. I think the limit might just have to do with, like, packing, basically. Like, okay, yeah. Let me deploy that in a pointless place. Coward! My base has taken a tiny bit of damage somehow. Theirs has taken none because in spite of all logic, I just can't get there. This is what no progress looks like. What you are witnessing here, you may superficially think that you're witnessing progress, but this is none. This is none progress. Stop killing my army, you bastard. You have placed your very first tower in an RTS, Sonic in chat. Boo! Mercy and economy is based on Bitcoin mining and military technology, says Nettie in chat. Actually, every soldier runs a Bitcoin miner from their heart. Die! Die! Thank you for dying. Maybe I need to distract that by destroying their army a little bit. You spend some time getting distracted by my army while I spend some time getting distracted by your army. Oh god! Oh no! Ah! I pressed some hotkey and minimized the window! So the problem is that Alt space is how I bring up the purchase menu, and Alt space is also my hotkey for bringing up the close the the context menu for the window, like to minimize the open MSX window. So it's not wise. Thank you for dying. I will now continue to destroy your army. Sorry, I'm focused on destroying your army. I don't care about you. You think I care about your tanks? I don't. Come on, you got a clear shot, guys. Make some progress, please. Why on God's green earth would the menu be a combo button press? This game is not have enough buttons on a keyboard, says Sonic and Chat. I have to guess that it's something about the key mapping, that it's not supposed to be that way, but it's just something about like how this is getting mapped on the emulator. Like there's no way that's intended. Die. Thank you. Okay, that just seems stuck there. I don't think that thing can actually do anything. All I'm trying to do is make my guys have a clear shot, but you note that I still have done no damage against the enemy base. None. Clear shot, guys. Clear shot. Just walk in and kill them. How do I deploy that? Like that. Okay. I mean, they are not capable of making any progress against me. The problem is that I'm not capable of making any progress against them. Okay. Yeah, just won't let me purchase any of these. I don't understand. There must be just an entity limit thing going on. Oops, killed my own soldier. That's probably fine. Let me get rid of this thing just to get rid of it as a distraction. Okay, wait, am I depositing soldiers myself sometimes, somehow? Because some of my soldiers just appeared in there. Seems like you can only have 50 units deployed, says Master Dragon. I guess. You gotta be ruthless, says Speculad in chat, but I'm the Mercies. Well, I guess the Mercies are ruthless, because the sides are Mercy and Ruth. Clear shot, idiots! They're merciful but ruthless. Honestly, at this point, just a single straight line of 50 tanks back-to-back would suffice, says Sonic in chat. You would think. And yet, I am making nothing resembling progress. I don't understand. I don't understand at all what's happening. Cool. They just instantly respawn that, so it's utterly pointless to do anything about it. Yeah, I don't think that armor versus armor, I thought that was a good idea. I think it's totally wrong. Because I think that they just, they take it down. It's no big deal. He seems to airdrop units in the midst of your army all the time, says Matt Dragon. I don't think so. They always seem to be appearing from that end. Oh, look at that. He's airdropping units. Okay. How does that... Oh, do I have to be at my base to airdrop units? Is that what's happening? Like, if I'm at my base, then I can pick up units and land them there? Howdy F, is there a singular enemy at your base, asked Sonic? It was probably him, I assume. Okay. See, do I pick them up? Do I come down here and just grab one? You're coming with me! This review says you can repair yourself at the base, says Master Dragon. I could easily believe that. Okay, I'm starting to understand something. Fill up on sidecars. Only sidecars. I can foresee no reason why that wouldn't be wise. That's not slowing down the game one iota. Oh, look at what the hell? That went from like 0 to done instantly. I don't know what I did right. So that suggests we've already destroyed our own homeland. Now we're going to Kolna, the desert. Just 1 second, I'm actually going to turn up my AC. I'm getting warm from this video game. 2 Grand Slams finally dug their way through, says Nettie in chat. I'm willing to believe that. They go real slow, like. It's going to at least have a different background. Oh, it does. Go away. Flames. Oh my god, I keep on, like, putting it down and then instantly picking it back up again. Performance. Is this map just empty desert, says Becklad? I think the last map was also a lot more empty than it appeared. Flames. I guess, it's not quite empty in that, like, you need to get through a narrow gap here. You can use slow down to your advantage like frame advanced in emulator, says Becklad. So am I recovering? I don't seem to be. Yeah, I don't seem to be recovering. So I don't think that me moving troops around did anything. I think that what won me the last mission Even though somebody said it sarcastically, I think it really was the nukes. The slow-moving nukes. Oh, got something to their base. Making progress. Oh god. No, don't go into the purchase menu when I'm trying to, kill the enemy armor. Not the right time. I wish that my armor could destroy their base. Get back here, you twit. Maybe you can. Maybe it can if you tried to fire on it, says Speclad. I have, and it doesn't do a goddamn thing. The thing is, the base isn't actually on screen. It just, you reach the end of the battle hallway, and it's just the end of the battle hallway. That's all there is to it. Mutually assured destruction. Did I? No, I did not. That was dumb. I actually appreciate the fact that you can only have 50 things on the ground, because that means I don't have to think. Can you pick up your strongest unit and carry as far as you can to their base, says Sonic in chat? Yes, you can pick up your own units. I'm sort of unconvinced by... I'm unconvinced of how good that actually is, because you just leave them with no defense, and getting a big group of them feels like it would be almost impossible. Whereas, look, I'm already at 60% damage to them, so I feel like I'm actually making excellent progress here. 78% damage. Oh, I was past it, lol. Boom! Look at that! Look how fast we did it! Yeah, I'm understanding now, Speclad. You can pocket any of them, but the towers only appear in your pocket. Off to the jungle! The jungle! Let me just check the emulator menu real fast to see if I can save state. Because I get the feeling that, there ain't no saves. And this is the perfect time to save state. Doesn't seem that way. There is a Monkey Island, Sonic, yep. Wait, that's right. Wait. Let me see if I can remember this. That's not it. Oops. Okay, answer. I can save state, but I have to go to the menu. It's a bit awkward. Clearly, this game is a profound metaphor for proxy wars. Two powerful robots on the battlefield, but neither can attack the actual objective. Yep, that's exactly that's the message they wanted. Sorry, cursor on screen.